Section number 11 is detected for materials, and we will begin by learning about the materials window. We will go to the styles dialog and uncheck profiles for this scene. Find that lines and model details become clear. We will collapse this window. Then update this scene, front facade scene. Now edges in this scene will be without profiles and it saves this option. Firstly, we will set a tray for materials only. In 5th lesson of the second section, you have learned how to make a custom tray. So we will do it from window, choose new tray, and we will choose materials. We will name it materials. Press enter. Now we have two trays. Close all of them. What is the tool can we use to add texture to surfaces? It's the bent bucket. We will find it in large tool set and its shortcut is B letter. Once we press on B letter, we will notice that materials tray appears. Drag it like so and stretch it. So this is a tray contains materials dialog. Inside materials dialog, there are two main tabs. The first tab is select. The second tab is edit. Select tab to choose a material from the materials sets, which we will find it here from this arrow. We will find lists of materials here, and the first list or set is InModel. InModel is a list contains the used materials in the project. After that, the materials set, it's a main set contains all other secondary sets. In this lesson, you will learn how to use the InModel list. You can choose it from here or click on this icon, InModel. For example, if we on any list of these, then click on this home icon. So we went to the InModel list and we will find the used materials. But we didn't apply any materials in our model in the previous lessons, except for the materials of imported components. So we will notice that there are materials not even used in imported components. To remove these unnecessary materials and don't make this list crowded, so we choose an important feature from Details menu, this menu, which is Purge Unused. There are lots of materials are removed after this option because it's not used in the model. And these are the used materials. To make sure that these materials are actually the used materials, we will see how many square meters these materials cover. So right click on one of them and choose area. We will find here the area that this material applied to. So it's applied on 7 square meters. Then the next material, we will find it also has the same area. The next has a small area. And the next material also has a small area. Okay, what are these materials? We will also see them. Find this material area is 0 and also this material and also this material after it. So we will notice that first 3 materials here have 0 area and it's also clear that they are not used in the project. So to remove it, we can right click on it and choose delete. If we click on delete, we will delete the selected one. Here in this message, tell us this material is being used and it will replace with the default one. We know the default one. So say yes, then the second material, and the third one. Thus, we only have the materials that we already use, which are in the imported components. We will also notice in the list that appear when we right click here a number of choices. The first choice is delete, then save as if we want to save this material. If we choose it, find that this file will be saved in SKM format, which is the format of SketchUp materials. Then third choice is export texture image. Therefore, it will export the material but in an image format. It can be JPG or any image formats. Then edit texture image, which will open the image of this material in the editor we choose. So we can edit this image. Here image is opened on the standard program on Windows. For example, we can choose Photoshop instead. After that, the last choice is select, which helps us identify the elements that took this material. So if we choose select, it will select this entity so it has this material. After that, there is an important part in details menu, which is delete all. So if we want to delete all the model materials, we will click on it. It will delete all materials that are in the in-model list. And we will find here all the features of displaying the materials, except the last choice. If we choose small thumbnails, materials will appear in a small icons, and it gradually until reach the extra large thumbnails. Then list view to show the materials in a list, and only the name of the materials appears like so. If we want to view a material that we added to the model in this list in model and it's not appear here, click on refresh to view it. It's an important feature. Sometimes there is a material we used it in the model and it doesn't appear in this list. So when we click on refresh, this material appears in this list. This is today's lesson. We have mentioned 3 important parts in model list, the last 2 parts in details menu, and features of right click menu of any material in the list.